Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we have a lot to go over today, so let's get right into it by looking at Sixgun in his Weaponizer form. Now, as you can see, that with a red transformer like Ironhide, obviously he's going to tie in very well. Now, one of the things that I find most amusing about this is, aside from the colors tying in very well, if you look at how he's attached to Ironhide's shoulders, but it looks a lot like Metroplex. But you may be asking yourself, well, why do you have Prowl up here? Well, the reason actually is if you had both Weaponizers, you could like mix and match pieces and make custom armor for any one of the Transformers. So let's go ahead and see what COG and Sixgun look like if they were combined together. One of the things that I do like is actually the bigger wingspan on his back. But if you see, I just kind of had to take the guns and make them basically extensions of the wings. Now, however, I do like the fact that in this form with the bigger wings, you can still see like the jet turbines and everything. And so, like I said, I don't think this is a terrible form, but I did kind of wonder, is there perhaps a better way to do this? Yes, this is much better. Now, the reason I say that is because one of the things is with his actual jet wings like this, it gives him more of like a jet convoy feel. Plus, the other thing that I think gives him a little bit more of an imposing look is the fact that by attaching Sixgun's blasters to the end of his barrels and making them long barrel guns, I think it just kind of makes him a little bit more imposing. Again, kind of, you know, in a very vague way, kind of evoking that Jet Optimus feel. Now, I actually have tried Sixgun being the core with COG being the armor, and it didn't really kind of work well. I feel it works better like this with COG being the core robot and Sixgun actually being the armor add-on bits. So if COG is actually meant to pair with Fortress Maximus, just who exactly might Sixgun pair it with? Well, this guy right here, which all you can see of Metroplex is his landing section. However, that's what we're going to be looking at because Sixgun's vehicle mode is actually that of a plane, a VTOL jet or gunship, whatever you want to. This thing looks like it needed to come out of Batman Arkham Knight because this is like the sort of crap that he would fight, like some sort of weird gunship, you know? But the thing is, look at this thing. It is loaded to the teeth. Now, one of the weird things is, obviously, I don't know why they have the guns pointed off the back of this gunship, but I mean, look at that. He's got all the missile pods on both sides here, these 4 barrels, these things here at the tips. I mean, this thing could like tear somebody up. I mean, Decepticons don't stand a chance. Now, as a vehicle, but aside from all the armament that it's carrying, how does it fare? Well, the only thing that really kind of kills it for me is this section down here. I mean, this is an essential piece of what forms, like, you know, his torso. But, I mean, it's just kind of a block section that sits under there. If that was not there, I could sort of buy this. Like, again, this is supposed to be a Cybertronian jet. But, I mean, it just really kind of kills it. And I think that out of all of his forms, it's okay, but this is the weakest, in my opinion, as far as a vehicle mode goes. However, how does he stack up next to another vehicle from the Siege line? Well, here he is with Hound, so you can see that he does kind of dwarf him due simply to his wingspan. So here we have this guy in his robot mode. One of the things I did want to mention is he is actually a really good robot. I mean, just everything from like head to toe. I love the head sculpt. It kind of is like giving me like a first aid vibe. But the thing is he is no medic. I mean, you can tell definitely by his design from head to toe he is a warrior. But let's go ahead and see how he actually compares with some of these other figures. Man, is like white, red, and black the in colors this year? I don't really get it. Well, if we're going to do that, let's go ahead and drop another big red one. I mean, we can't forget Thor back here with his hammer and his axe. Anyway, aside from that though, how does Sixgun fare? Well, I mean, take a look. I think he fits in really well, aside from just the colors. Aesthetically wise, he is a very good addition. Because much like COG, he has such a versatility that I really believe he is worth the price of admission, if you get what I mean. So with that being said, there's not really much else to say. And I hope you guys enjoyed this look at Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Sixgun. And until next time, guys, we will see you in another review.